Coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland. It's time for Wendy and Friends. The ever so lovely, adorable, and green-eyed masterpiece of her father, Jack. The funny, the charming, the only Wendy Townsend.
I love it. Thunder. Right?
No, it's good.
Woo! Working those potentiometers over there. Look at him, he loves it. Look at that smirk he's got. Oh, all right, everybody. Welcome to Wendy and Friends with, of course, producer and host of All Things Awesome, Michael Crane. And Bryan Preston, you're our guest today. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You can move the mic closer to your mouth. You don't have to. You can just lean back, baby.
All right.
Lean back. Lean back.
I remember when that was the thing.
Yeah, you can pull it closer if you want. You don't even have to. I just want you to be as comfortable as possible.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You don't have to keep like sitting up to it.
I got weird posture.
You don't have weird posture, actually.
Actually, that's
you
true.
kept sitting up to it. Like, you
I
have
know,
the best posture.
Yeah,
I'm the one that's slouchy McSloucherton.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just like it a little bit.
You know, it happens. Comfort.
A little bit. Thank you for making the drive here.
Yeah, no problem.
I do try to say that to everyone because I know it is a little bit of a hike.
Yes, I'm in the boonies.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, Michael, I wanted to discuss with you off mic, but now that we're on mic, about phoning in an interview or maybe me recording one and then just giving you like the disc drive, because the one Mr. Josh Spiegel won't make the drive, but he will participate. So I maybe can do like a little segment, like a 10-minute segment on a show where I have like the secret fun interview.
Or we'll tinker with Skype. We haven't gone there yet.
Yeah, I think we should tinker.
I'll work on that.
I can help you if you need.
Alrighty.
I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
With your brand new phone, you're gonna try it?
Oh my God, can I Skype on my phone?
I'm sure.
Get the fuck out of town.
Mm.
On my phone?
Yep.
Oh my God, I Skyped into the Rob and Joe show when I was on it, and my laptop doesn't have a microphone, so I was like this close to the screen trying to talk. I was like, yeah, Joe, when you first met me, you said about relationship and work out. I was like that.
Well, then it has a mic.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Robbie Robinson, the producer, was like, when I need you to lean in your computer. Lean in real close, no closer. Like, I need to make it, you don't have a microphone, so, and he was like guiding me to make it sound awesome. And they were like calling me through Google, and I was like, this is like a whole new world to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was weird. I have a list of questions that I am
God.
ready to ask you, B-Rye.
Okay.
I just want to give the listeners a little backstory. You are one of my besties.
All right.
We've been doing stand-up together for a while.
Indeed.
And by stand-up, I mean we just tend to have started out as friends in comedy, and then now we just get into fun, quirky, drunken shenanigans together.
I would call them shenanigans.
Yeah, lots of shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of legal issue shenanigans also.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You were also my co-pilot when I got my DUI.
Okay.
Luckily, though, your friend is a lawyer, and that was a saving grace.
Best damn lawyer in town.
And then you picked me up from the precinct, and I remember distinctly telling you that I just wanted to eat something. And then we went to 7-Eleven.
We did.
Got an uncooked pizza, a whole one.
Yeah.
Refused to wait. We took it home and put it in the oven. And that's why you and I are friends.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Because I tell my boyfriend this all the time. I love Bryan. He's on board for everything.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Never say, oh, it's a bad idea, or I don't think it's a good idea. You're always like, okay, sure.
Yeah, sometimes I do, but
I've never heard that out of your mouth.
usually not. I'm just kidding.
I'm literally like, Bryan, you want to go to those game? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Bryan, you want to get cock wasted? Sure. Bryan, you want to do this? Do you want to get pizza? Sure. Bryan, let's go drunken shenanigans. Okay. Bryan, do you want to drive with me to the show in Hagerstown where Patron clearly is only $3 for a double shot? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's literally like you're always on board.
Yeah, I'm pretty agreeable about that stuff, yeah.
I know. That's why we're friends.
Yeah.
You're my little man sauce.
Yeah. We do our thing.
So how long have you been doing stand-up, Bryan Preston?
Longer than I care to remember. I think like 6 years now. I think something like that. I think I started in like '08, I want to say.
What was the first room you ever did stand up in?
Oh, why, that was formerly the Damon's in the Hunt Valley Mall.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've heard of the Damon's room.
Yeah,
was that a T-Brad room?
That was T. Brad's old room.
Okay.
Hunt
Valley Mall, yeah, it was the mall, wasn't it? Before
it was at the mall.
It was this ginormous shopping center.
No, it was when it was the giant shopping center it is now, but it's like they turned that into the Green Turtle because what happened, is they lost their liquor license for selling alcohol to children. And
I like how you don't even say minors; you air quote children.
Yeah, I mean,
so like a 7-year-old was like all the scotch and the rocks.
I mean, it's more interesting.
Cuddy Sark.
Oh, like a kid. Kids drink scotch. Probably just get like a Corona with a grenadine in it or something.
Yeah, some Azima with Skittles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, something fruity.
Yeah, something that all of us we drank as children.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
it tastes like Skittles.
Yeah, it's like a what are they? Like the the Bacardi one.
The
like the
malt
blue
beverages,
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those weird
the
ones.
Carbonated, Bacardi O.
Yeah.
Like in the cooler, the little wine cooler type.
Just drinking a tequila, whatever.
Yeah, a little twisted tea, a little hard Mike's, something.
Yeah, that's always kind of gross.
Still, sure, crack it open. I'll take it. It's got booze in it.
So pretty much, they were selling alcohol to children, and I mean, Brad had already moved the mic to high tops by that point, but now it's Green Turtle. And that is where this long journey started.
What are your goals with stand-up comedy? Is this a hobby? You just like doing it?
I enjoyed doing it. I mean, like, a couple of years ago, I was all like, yeah, let's go do comedy. And then, like, you keep meeting people that do comedy. And, like, it is, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm all right at it, but, like...
I think you're better than all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and your jokes are really... Oh, of course, because you're one of the smartest people I do know. I want to put that down on the record. But one of your most favorite jokes that I love is when you say that your favorite part of The Dark Knight Rises is when all of the Pittsburgh Steelers die.
Yeah, that is true.
And that is one of my favorite jokes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, you know that I just heart you.
I know, I heart you too.
So.
Let's keep this on topic.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding. No.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop flirting. Let me button my top back up. Yeah, I even wrote that down. Favorite joke of yours.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite local comedians? Now, I know that you have a lot of friends in the business, and so do I.
Yeah.
But, like, people that you genuinely think are funny and not being friend biased.
Okay.
And if you don't say me or Tommy or something, I won't be offended. Like,
well,
so
yeah,
don't
no, I mean,
think,
you guys are like my favorites. Like, I enjoy you guys.
Yeah, but we're
Your
friends,
content.
so I get
know,
it. Right, no,
yeah.
give me your unbiased, like comedically, like, well-written opinion.
I'm trying to think. Actually, I do kind of like. I actually like Nick Oldershaw a fair amount because he keeps it weird.
He does keep it fucking weird.
He keeps it weird, and sometimes you want to keep it weird. It's like a lot of people hit a lot of the same stuff,
right?
But he keeps it weird.
And I will agree with you. Like Nick, as a comedian, I do tend to enjoy. Like I just saw him. When's that O'Brien's from Wednesday night? Just saw him last Wednesday, and he did make me chuckle a lot.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Keeps it weird.
He does keep it weird, and I like that. You know who else keeps it weird that I like? Daylon.
Yeah.
Now, he's not as weird as Nick,
No,
but
he's
he tells a joke where he's totally comfortable with someone killing themselves and their brain splattering, but as long as the brain splatter touches somebody's boobs, he's like interested.
Hey, boobs are cool.
Right, and like he's just how he delivered it was really, really funny.
Yeah, no, Dylan's fine. I mean, like most of the time I enjoy comedy,
Yeah.
Most of the time.
You rarely laugh, though.
I know, I'm kind of hard to make laugh. It's usually like, if I'm like at a show and I'm going to perform, I am usually, just because, like I don't have a notebook, I don't write anything down. So I'm like, if I haven't gone up yet, I'm usually just doing shit in my head. And then after I get up, sometimes I'll laugh.
Give me something in your life that you definitely laugh at.
God, no, whenever like just, usually when I have like an instance of like bad luck, I'll like laugh.
You never have bad luck, and I actually wrote that down that you're the one person that never has bad luck.
That is true. I mean, it's like when stuff goes like kind of shitty, but funny kind of shitty. Just when stuff gets silly, I'll laugh. It's true. I don't have like actual problems, but like, sometimes some stuff gets a little stupid. I'll laugh at that. Also, if my cat farts in a guest's face, that's pretty funny.
Your cat fart?
He used to a lot more. I had to change his dry food.
Don't they all?
I don't know. Do they?
I don't have a cat.
No, they do. Just not like loudly, but
Okay. Well, I wrote that down. I was like, you have the best luck of anybody I know.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's why you should have been driving when we came home from
Yeah.
We both even said, like, why weren't you driving?
I don't know.
And normally you're really good at, like, if I'm driving and I'm a little, like, you know, hey, haha, willy-nilly, you're just like, Wendy,
Yeah.
focus. I just feel like none of that would happen.
We
both just threw no caution.
Yeah, it got kind of blurry. I'm gonna say that.
Let's blame those 2 rain delays.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the rain delays one, and honestly, we probably shouldn't have done. Gone to Myth and Moonshine. Probably should have just gone, taken it back to the ranch.
I even said twice to this person, the bartender Dave that works there. I said I blame you for my DUI because you don't know how to pour a drink that's under 5 shots in one glass.
No, he really doesn't.
And he goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Don't be sorry now, but you owe me $3,000."
Oh no, shit, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is a fair amount of money. No.
We should not have gone to Myth and Moonshine. You're correct.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not a bartender.
Yeah, but and I get it. Like, he's a bartender and he knows us and he knows we're going to tip well, so he's being disgustingly generous, which we may get him fired now that we're talking about it because one of the 10 listeners probably works there. But I just feel that's accurate. Like, here's the thing. Even if we did go to Myth and Moonshine, if those were normally portioned drinks, it still wouldn't have been that bad.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't know. It was it's just...
The whole night was a fun, hysterical Boston loss, or Orioles lost to Boston blur.
Yeah, no, pretty much just...
and it rained a lot. We took a lot of photos.
Yeah, photos the world will never see.
No, photos that are all over Twitter that I hashtag Birdland.
Fair. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, I posted them all day long, baby. Oh, but that's why I love you because, like, again, you don't say no. And I was like, Brian, look sad in this picture. And then he looks sad. Brian, do this in this picture, and then you do this. You know what I mean? Like, you're totally on board. Yeah. There's no, like, what are you doing? This is stupid. This is dumb. You're always like, yeah, I'll do all of these weird faces with you.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I just like to have fun.
I know. I just love it.
Just like to have a good time. Go out, party, hang.
I know. That's why I like inviting you out for a good time.
Oh, yeah, no. We just go have fun.
You deliver.
Oh, yeah, no. That keeps it real.
You do keep it real.
Real fun.
Okay, so did I ask you what your goals were with comedy?
It's like a fun hobby sort of thing. Like, I enjoy doing it. I like to get, like, some money from it some of the time. But, it's like, as of right now, it's sort of like a fun thing I like to do for, just a hobby.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
I originally got into it because it was, like, something that I was passionate about, which it still is. But now it is, like, my fun time hobby.
Yeah. Like,
I have so many things going on that I love and I want to do that it's, like, I'm so happy that it's there to fall back on as, like a release and, like, to, like, get stuff out.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's just, like, a fun thing I like to do on, like, weeknights.
Yeah, see?
Gets me out of the house,
Therapy.
It is therapeutic. I know. When if I go, are you like me? If you go a little long and you're just like, I really haven't had any stage time, you kind of like can't wait. You need to get on the mic just to like release.
No, I definitely. I try to like hit a couple mics, during the week just to get out for a couple hours,
Good. You still do Sidebar every
Monday?
Monday?
I'm there every Monday.
Every Monday.
Literally, well, I won't be there next Monday or this coming Monday because Ravens play Monday night. But aside from that, yeah, I'm there like every Monday.
All right. What is your most insane story that you have since doing comedy, since doing stand-up? Like the most outrageous effing story. Like you're just like, oh, remember the, throw up gate 2010 or something. Like, what's your most crazy story?
I'm trying to think, like, since I started doing comedy.
I've talked to you.
Yeah.
Pretty much every day for the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you've had tons of like crazy weirdo stories. And I'm just like, why do I miss everything?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about like probably the most entertaining one is okay, so it was like it was earlier this year. It was like me and two of my good friends from like high school. We were all just hanging out. One of them had already gone. We all went out to we were out in Station North, I want to say.
Why does that sound familiar? Station North. Where's
that? It's like right where Mount Royal and North, like where the wind-up space. All those bars. J Squared.
What area is that? That's Mount Vernon.
It's near Mount Vernon.
Okay.
It's like you could walk over. It's like Bolton Hill, Mount Vernon. It's all over there.
Okay.
And
just keeping it real for people that don't live in the area.
Yeah.
Like my boyfriend from Gaithersburg.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Who's actually probably listening right now because he's like, when are you live streaming? I need something to listen to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know where any neighborhoods in Gaithersburg are, so I guess it's all fair trade.
Give us a heads up that he's listening.
No, he did. He texted. Remember I said.
Okay. So we're all out.
What?
Oh, actually, I think about part of me is like, I may not actually finish the story. I'll get to the funny parts. All right, so pretty much it's like we're all out, we're all just having fun. Eventually, it gets to be like the bars are closing up. My buddy and my two friends, they'd already met up early. Oh, God, that's right. I forgot how this all started. So my two friends, they meet up. They're going to like whiskey bar, countless other bars. I'm over at this party, graduation party for a friend of mine who got a doctorate and shit. And so we're over there. This other comic, his girlfriend, and his like girlfriend at the time, they're there. She is a tiny girl. And so, of course, there's like a mini keg of beer. So everyone there is like, you know, it's someone just got their PhD, so the logical conclusion is let's start doing keg stands, right?
If I got my PhD, I'd celebrate in any way possible.
Exactly. So, like, we're there. It was like me, two of my other friends. We're all there. And this girl starts doing keg stands. And, of course, when she is upside down, she immediately passes the fuck out.
Oh, my God.
Mid-keg stand. So, of course, I did the responsible thing. We're in a room full of people with their PhDs, but not actual medical doctors. So everyone's like, turn her on her side and stuff. She's fine.
And stuff.
Of course, she's fine, of course. But what we did was we did the reasonable and responsible thing. We immediately left.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Washing your hands of that.
Wash my hands of that one. I go meet up with a couple. I go meet up with my friends from high school. We're at the bar for a few more hours. And, you know, we're all just, yet again, we're hanging out, having a good time. My buddy is there with a less than savory character that he knows, and he's like, hey guys, let's
a less than savory character.
A less than savory character.
I'm just really enjoying your adjectives and your descriptions.
And
Carry on.
So we're all there, we're hanging out, and he's like, you know, the bars are closing, but I think it was, you know what, it was when you spring forward. That's what night it was.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's when you spring forward, so it's like
you get like an hour less.
You get an hour
time.
less. Well, no, the thing is, but that happens at 2, so the bars are already closed. So of course they are like
true. Smart, you're smart.
So yeah, so like we're over there at the bar, and then they're like, hey, let's like go. There's like a I think there's like there's like some EDM show in this warehouse across the street. Let's go to this warehouse. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go over to this warehouse. People are doing things. There's like just kids that look like actual kids just passed out in chairs. It's kind of like it's got that sort of lighting like in the first Blade movie where they go into that one club, right? And then,
but kids, like, did it look like?
Oh, they're like college kids. They're like we're right by Micah. They're like Micah kids.
Oh, okay.
They're like college kids.
You said they look like kids, and I'm like, what, like 10-year-olds?
No, they're like in their early 20s. But I'm like, God, what, like, did I get older or something? And they stayed the same age. It's terrifying. But so we're all there. And like we're there, and then my buddy eventually, you know, me and my one friend from high school, he lives like out in like Howard County and stuff. So I'm like, look, dude, you know, you have to drive like back to Howard County. You can just come out. You can like crash my place, right? So we're there, and we're like, okay, cool. Where's your car? I mean, like I'm parked up Charles, and he's like, oh shit, my car got stolen, right? So what we do is he calls the cops, and fortunately there's this oddities store like on Charles Street up there.
Oddities like just like weird like trinkets.
No, they're like,
and, like
coffins.
Yeah,
they're like
right,
coffins
okay.
and like fetuses in jars. Those will come up later in the story.
Fetuses in jars.
Fetuses in jars, yes.
Oh my
And
God, I'm so enthralled.
I know. So like we're out there. My buddy is like hammer drunk. I'm you know, a little tipsy. And
here's the thing about you. Okay, I love you.
Yeah.
You could be wasty pants, and I will never know. Your demeanor never changes.
I know. It's
you could be I could give you a whole bottle of tequila and a 30-pack, and you would consume all of it, and you would still look and act the same as you're doing right now.
I'd probably be asleep, but
you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I do understand. No, I hear that.
You're
a lot.
like, oh, a little tipsy, and no, you're probably annihilated. Nobody has any idea.
No, I know. Hey, it's just consistency.
I like your style. Carry on.
That's what I do. So we're there, and we're at like the store for oddities. The people are like fortunate enough for us just like smoking a cigarette outside. The store had been long closed, so we're like, hey, my buddy's car got stolen. Can we like hang out in your like fetus store for like a little bit till the cops show up? And then
they didn't correct you. They were like, yes, we are a fetus store.
For the sake of the store, yes. They were just like,
I like it.
Yeah, just hang out here in our feteria, whatever. And
our feteria.
Yeah, so we're there, and the guy, like, actually the one guy there, like, just kept showing me fetuses in jars.
You're like, do you have anything else? You know, like,
they had other shit.
You know, like a shoulder muscle or something?
No, they didn't have shoulder muscles.
Why fetuses?
I don't
Any
know.
intestines,
he
maybe?
was super proud of the fetuses, I
maybe
guess.
some eyeballs with, like, those weird veiny strings in the back.
I think there was, like, some other dead shit in, like, jars. And then,
but
like,
just the fetuses, he was, like, proud.
It was the most
was he,
memorable.
Like, an abortion doctor?
No, it was just, like, a dude. I think he went to art school.
Yeah, that's good.
We're right by Micah. And anyway, So we're there for a while, and then of course, it talks to the cops. The cops are like, yeah, you moved your car somewhere else. We towed your fucking car. And then the people at the fita store are like, you know what? Actually, if you don't remember where you parked your car, you probably shouldn't be driving. We were both like, fair point. So I give him a ride back to my place, and we're hanging out. He has been drinking a fair amount, and so what happens when you've been drinking a fair amount? You tend to do things that are legal in this country now.
Gee, I can only imagine what you were talking about.
Yes, the power of imagination, Wendy. We're not gonna say what was happening. So anyway, right? Like I'm there, and so like we get back to my place, we're hanging out, and I for some reason start running my dishwasher. This will become important in a minute. Now, you see,
no, I'm enthralled, so don't pretend like you're losing me because you're not.
Oh, I hear you. So we're there, right? And we do that thing, and of course, he doesn't do that very often. He starts feeling very nauseous. I go grab my fruit bowl, which hasn't had fruit in it in like 5 years, but
I'm surprised you have a fruit bowl, to be honest.
It's a large bowl. I don't know. My
Did an ex-girlfriend leave it?
Yeah,
there we go.
I
knew it. I knew it the whole time. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, an ex-girlfriend.
I just slammed my hand on that. Sorry, go on.
So I grab the bowl, and I'm like, okay, dude, here you go. And he just throws
You're
up.
gonna spew.
Yeah,
spew into
this. Exactly. And it is all bourbon and Korean barbecue.
Ugh.
I know. But wait, Wendy, it gets better, right? So he fills this thing with that, and I am like, oh god, I'm freaking out a little bit. Not that much. I don't really freak out that much.
You don't freak out ever. Let's
That's true. So like I grab this bowl, and I pour it in my garbage disposal. You know what that does?
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna chop it in the
chop
sink.
it up, get in the bowl back. Of course, what I forgot is at the time
it doesn't work. It's broken.
Oh, no. Actually, the thing is, the garbage disposal feeds right into the dishwasher, so I washed my dishes in Korean barbecue vomit.
Wait. How does your garbage disposal feed into the dishwasher? That makes no sense. It should be both disposing outward.
Yeah, they both go like outward, but sometimes like I have no idea how it works. But if the thing gets they're connected to each other.
And I get that, and I've had dishwashers for a very long time. I feel like there's an out way. They both go to the out way. Maybe there was like some sort of mixed signal or something.
I don't know how it happened, but like I'm running the dishwasher and the disposal at the same time.
Please tell me that you pulled out glasses and stuff and there were just chunks of like regurgitated Korean barbecue.
Well, the thing was, it's early in the cycle, so anyway, no, actually what happened is like
Did
2 days.
Cake onto the stuff. Just
No.
tell me.
Oh no! Like 2 days later, I opened up my dishwasher.
That's awful.
Scared the shit out of me, by the way.
Sorry.
2 days later?
2 days later, I go into my dishwasher. I live alone. It's whatever. I already.
Yeah, and trust me, I know.
So 2 days
I have
later.
a roommate, so yeah, 2 days later.
Yeah, 2 days later, I'm open. I'm like, oh my god, this smells like Korean barbecue and bourbon vomit.
Ugh.
That's why I rewashed the dishes. That's a story.
Did you inspect the dishes to make sure like there was no debris or like?
Oh, I just washed it like 3 times.
Oh god, that's so gross.
I know, right?
How comfortable were you, even after 3 washes? How comfortable were you eating out of a bowl that you may think has like vomit Korean barbecue remnants just lying all in it?
I threw out the fruit bowl.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It's a really good story.
Yeah.
I like it. I find it weird though that there was no like 2 tubes going out. Like, how did it mix in?
I don't really.
Or do
I'm
you
not really
not allowed to wash dishes and use your garbage disposal while your fucking, dishwasher's going?
Well, the thing, like
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I think the apartments were like designed in the 60s or whatever. They like update the stuff in there, but I have no idea how it works. I just know my dishes smell terrible.
All right, I'm gonna. You know what? All right, it was made in the 60s. I'll give you that, but I find that so weird.
I mean, it's a new it's a new dishwasher. I've destroyed the last one, but totally.
How long have you been living there?
Like 5 years.
Yeah, it's a long time in one place. I think the most I lived in one place was like maybe 3.5 years, almost 4. At my last place, where you've seen
Yes.
it. Are you ever going to cut your hair?
I don't know.
Let's talk about it. People think that you're Samoan.
Yeah, all the time.
What else do people say? Or they only think
It's
you're Samoan?
it used to be back when I had short hair. It was like every brown ethnicity. These days, it's almost exclusively Samoan.
Oh yeah, because it's like it literally looks like a palomalu, like bush hair.
Oh yes, I get that.
When I first met you, you had short hair and you had light skin and really light eyes, and I immediately was like, oh, he's definitely mixed.
Yeah.
I'd never even but
Mm-hmm.
your hair is so long now. It's so long. It's the longest I've ever seen it.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty long. I'm probably just gonna show up one day like with short hair and totally clean shaven, just on a whim.
One in like 2018.
Probably before then.
I don't think so.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. People have gotten accustomed to it.
Yeah, if you did, I would be like, "What'd you do? Oh my God, let me feel your face. La la, where's your hair?" And I would play with it because that's what I do. What do you?
Yeah.
What is your day job, B-Ry?
Well, I run the writing center at a university in Baltimore.
You run the writing center.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do see a lot of your statuses
Yeah.
about how you're a school,
Mm-hmm.
and then some things just are a little skewed in the learning curve there.
It is not the best, but it is a steady job.
You know, it sucks. I'm not going to say it sucks, but double-edged sword. I thoroughly enjoy what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm on a path where I want to go. But I used to have my days free to like do laundry and walk the dog and hang out, take a nap, watch fucking Netflix, whatever.
Yeah.
And I would just chitty chat with you all day long.
Yeah.
Because you're at your computer at work.
Yeah, just looking at the papers on the computer.
I almost feel like I don't know you anymore because I used to talk to you like every day.
I know, that is kind of true. Well, hey, I mean, you know, it's sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah, and yesterday you were like, "Hey, Winnie," and I was like, "Hey, Bri," and then you're like, "How are you?" And then I realized I had gotten so distracted and so busy that I just saw it today, like 24 hours later.
That is.
And I sent you a message this morning at like 6 a.m. I was like, "Oh my God, so sorry."
Yeah, no, I was asleep, but
you know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean.
I just was like, he just asked me how I was, and I fucking just.
That's close.
I'm just so sad that we don't talk every day.
I know, it's cool, man.
I miss you.
I miss you too, Wendy.
Let me scratch that off. I asked that question. So, this is an actual question I wrote down.
Oh, okay.
Just know where I'm at when 6:30 a.m. rolls around. When are we doing another Bryan and Wendy date?
I guess that's a good question, actually. I guess it really all depends on scheduling. I've been pretty busy lately too.
Right. And I think that you and I would both. I think it would be in our best interest, and by our I mean completely mine. That we take a cab next time.
Yeah, it's fine. We can take an Uber. I keep hearing about them.
I don't want a pink mustache in the front of a car.
I thought that was Lyft had the pink mustache.
I don't even know. Is there a difference?
I think it's Lyft.
Why don't we just call James Finn? I think he works for one of those companies.
Yeah, no. Or we could just get a traditional cab. I don't know when they went out of fashion.
They didn't, because I have a lot of foreign dudes that live in my complex that all have these yellow Priuses with checkers down the sides. That I feel like I'm in like a Danny DeVito type taxi cab situation in front of my house.
Yeah, it's probably not like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Tony Danza, but no DeVito.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Thank you, Phoebe Buffet.
But yeah, no, we can just cab it. That's fine. We probably should do that more often. We should. Everyone should do that more often.
Yeah, especially us.
Oh yeah. Well, especially. I'm just kidding.
So let's talk about that Hagerstown show.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you to be my buddy. Hey, come with me to this Hagerstown show.
Yeah.
They're paying me to do, I don't know what, 10, 15 minutes. I don't remember. It was at a VFW, so the booze was disgustingly cheap.
Very cheap. That's the only real. That's
You
friendship and cheap booze.
You and I housed some Patron.
We did.
Because we found out, we were like, oh, we'll each get a Patron. It was like a celebratory shot.
Yeah.
And then we realized they were like $3 and it came out as like a double shot. We were like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, that was the high point.
Right. I tell people about the show all the time. I don't even remember the guy that ran it. I feel like repress those memories, but that was such a fucking nightmare.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't good. Oh, I got to go to Sheets. I love Sheets.
Right, and we did destroy Sheets food on the way home, and then I think for an hour and a half drive we complained the entire time about how he had like brought me out and he was like, oh, I bet you didn't know a female was coming. Let's hope she's funny.
Yeah.
And then it was like there was a heckler in the front row that was clearly not a guy.
Yeah.
Which everyone viewed as a guy, but it was a woman that was, you know what I mean? And then like that person had to get kicked out twice by the person running the show. And like you and I were just like, F this.
Yeah, no, it was because the guy offered me to do time and I was like, no.
Yeah, you're like, nope, nopey dope. And then it was pouring down rain. Remember?
Yeah,
and I fucking, it was a nightmare.
That was terrible.
And then this is why I love you. When we were done, we were like, oh, well, we've already driven an hour and a half. We already had all that Patron. We already complained. We already destroyed Sheets. Well, let's go to Firehouse Tavern.
Pretty much.
And then we just we got cranked.
Yeah, hey.
This is a
short drive.
I know. We were like, let's get closer to home so we could drink more and complain about this night.
Pretty much, man. I mean, that's the thing I like to keep in the neighborhood. If you're gonna get buck wild, keep it in your wheelhouse.
I know. And not only that, like I take a million pictures of us whenever we're out drinking somewhere. And you're just on board.
Hey, no, it's cool. I like to pose.
I like to pose. What's your favorite Wendy and Bryan story? I feel like we've told like 3 or 4 of them already.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's so many.
There's got to be one where you were just like, this fucking girl, this broad, I can't be friends with her.
I'm trying to.
I think my favorite, besides the DUI and besides the Hagertown story, when you and I went day drinking with my best friends Pete and Joe.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
And then I discovered, Michael Crane, are you listening? That Bryan Preston on the couch before us does the best Axl Rose I've ever heard in a karaoke session.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, we were waltzing in Canton, and you were like, I guess I'll sing Guns N' Roses. And we were like, really? Guns N' Roses? And you went up there and you just fucking nailed it.
Yeah, no, it's that. And we've also we've done Love Shack a few times at the karaoke.
You and I have done the Love Shack. Oh, yeah, we went with Lou and Tommy. We went bar hopping. And
that
then
was fun.
And then we ended up doing karaoke at McAvoy's.
Yeah, no, that was good times for all.
Yeah. Man.
A lot of karaoke and drinking.
Which Guns N' Roses?
Oh, Sweet Child of Mine, right?
All of them.
All right.
He nailed it, though. Oh, what?
What?
No, Paradise City.
Yeah, gonna be in Paradise City. I also do You Could Be Mine. That's a signature.
Dude, he's so good at it. He's like,
Welcome to the Jungle.
yeah. Welcome to the jungle. He gets all into it. And he's really good at like nailing the Axl Rose. But write that shit down.
Yeah.
She's a whiz.
Good times.
Yeah, let me scratch this off because we talked about it. Never get pulled over. You have ridiculous luck. That was a line that I wrote.
Yep.
Any ladies in your life?
Not really.
Cue Beyonce. Oh, the single ladies. Oh,
Yeah, no.
No ladies in your life.
Not really, no.
I do
hang out
remember
with a lot of ladies. But
You do hang out with a lot of ladies because you're the guy.
Yeah.
You're the woman's guy.
Hey, pretty much. Chilling.
I do remember when I first started hanging out with you, I thought you were dating Kathy Carson.
Yeah, no, we.
Much like the rest of the comedy world. And you would go to like Wendy's and the person.
Yeah, no, the guy.
Yeah, the person would be like, "Where's your girlfriend?" And you're like, "What?"
Yeah, no, actually, the guy at Wendy's got like worried a couple times about the state of our relationship, and I was like, "Yeah, that's cool, buddy." What thing is like we lived like literally across the street from each other, so just hang out all the time because similar interests right across the street.
Yeah, and she lived with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But because you guys did stand up, you guys just always rode together.
Yeah, we just always
and hung out.
Yeah, we
and
just took the same car.
Yeah,
and
had same extracurricular activities together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I would like hang out with her boyfriend too, and shit. We used to go like Ravens games.
Yeah, and I think because I had never ever seen or met Kathy's boyfriend at a show.
Yeah.
And I genuinely thought the two of you were like together.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I first started like getting to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, and everybody did too. Everybody was like, "Oh, Bryan and Kathy, and you were always like paired together."
Yeah, just because we just hang out all the time because like we live literally across the street from each other, similar interests. We got along really well, so yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
Carpooling, man, save the planet.
Are you guys still besties?
Yeah, we still hang out all the time.
Good. I like Kathy. She wore a pair of pants. I don't know if I told you this, but she wore a pair of capri jeans where she like rolled up the bottoms a little bit on her calves. When the first and only time I had ever gone to Sidebar, remember?
I do.
And I was like, "Bryan, I've never been here." And you were like showing me, they're like, "Oh, I will show you the world." You like show me around, and I was seeing all these comedians I never see.
Yep.
And I remember telling Kathy, I was like, "I don't know what kind of jeans you're wearing, but they make your butt look amazing." And I was like staring at her butt, and I was nervous because I was like, I don't know if she thinks that I'm just like staring at her because I have like resting bitch face. But I'm checking out these jean capris that she's got, and they're fucking nailing whatever's going on in them things. Yeah. So I felt obligated the next day. I messaged her, and I was like, I don't want you to think I was weird because I was staring at you, but I need to know what jeans you're wearing because they made your butt look amazing. And then I just felt like I spent my entire night at Sidebar curious as to what brand of jeans Kathy Carson had on her deliciously shaped butt.
Hey, no, I guess it happens.
It totally happened. That's the one thing I remember from that night.
Fair enough, hey.
Yeah. That's all I got from that.
One thing. Hey, no, look.
I remember being like, damn, her butt looks really good in those. Are those capris? I don't really do capris. Capris don't do well on me. I have big calves. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But I have a big butt. But she's a pretty decent sized butt. I wonder what kind of jeans they are. Man, but they're good. But they're not like too dark and they're not too light. I just remember like just dissecting it. And I was like, by the end of it, I thought to myself, oh, I've been staring at her butt for quite some time.
Hey, I mean,
she probably thinks I'm crazy.
You know what? Who knows?
It was
what's
warm.
going on?
No, I legit messaged her the next day because I was nervous. I'm like, she must think that I am so effing weird.
Yeah, I mean, you can just be like, hey, I was going through some stuff. I was just staring down, and then 10 minutes later, I realized I was looking at your butt.
I just told her, I said, I don't want you to think I'm weird, but I was staring at you for a little bit. I was curious as to what jeans you were wearing because they really did wonders for your backside.
Fair enough.
And that's what happened. By the way, I wrote this down.
Mm-hmm.
I just love saying that I wrote it down. Every friend I introduce you to loves you.
Okay, that's cool. I like your friends. Everyone's
Yeah,
cool.
but all my friends are now your friends because that's it. That's just how that works.
Yeah,
like every friend that I introduce, I love Bryan. Oh, Bryan's great, Bryan. And it's like, oh, well, are you going to invite Bryan? Is Bryan coming?
Hey, it's just, I think it's part of just being easygoing about stuff,
Yeah.
Just being fun to hang out with. I just like to hang out,
I know, but I think it's funny because you know how there's this like stigma attached to introducing your different groups of friends to one another.
Mm-hmm.
Like it never meshes well.
Yeah.
You get along with all of them differently.
Mm-hmm.
I have always introduced you to every part of anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we even went to Red Star with my friend Rebecca and her husband before a show one night.
No, we did.
My best friend Laura loves you. Like my boyfriend loves you. My dad, anybody that I introduced you to is like, oh, Bryan.
Yeah, just.
But you're like that one friend.
Yes, a little bit.
You're the chameleon friend.
Yeah, no, well, it's like, I just go hang out with people. It's also, I was in college, I was always the one friend that would, like, go visit people at their school and shit, so,
yeah, you are the chameleon friend. Like,
yeah.
I know for a fact if you were my partner in crime, whatever we were doing, you would get along with whoever was there.
Yeah, it's agreeing with people. It's being agreeable.
Yeah, but do you want to agree, or do you just do it to, like, keep the peace?
I mean, if I don't agree, I'll let people know.
Yeah, but you do it in a manner where they're just like, oh, well, Bryan disagrees, and I respect his opinion.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if anybody else disagrees, they want to stab you in the throat in the parking lot.
Yeah, I don't.
How do you do that?
I used to work in sales. I'm not really sure.
How do you do that?
Magic.
It must be because you're mixed. You have like some sort of magical genetics.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's like electromagnetic field, something like that. I'm trying to bring science into it. Velvety voice.
You do have a It
never changes.
Never changes tone. Never gets high pitched unless you're getting like you're just like well.
Yeah.
Radio voice.
Thank you.
You do have a radio voice.
It was weird. I actually had to call Wells Fargo last night because I got charged for something twice, and one was like, "You have like the prettiest voice." I'm like, this is weird, lady. I don't want a loan.
Yeah. You have the prettiest voice.
She said something like that. I had been drinking.
Well, no.
I know.
You should have told her. You should have said something along the lines of like, "You won't think I have a pretty voice once you see all the skin suits in my wishing well."
She was in Utah. It didn't really matter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, or some
Utah,
other foreign,
Bangladesh.
Yeah, or some foreign country. So tell me about your podcast.
Oh.
Meanwhile, at the Skull Base.
Yep.
Is the title.
It is.
Now, is it characters and it's fiction, like, or do you actually sit and talk to one another? Like, what's the format?
Oh, it's like totally scripted. It is pretty much it's like
totally scripted.
Totally scripted. I read the whole fucking thing.
So it is basically like a radio drama.
It's a radio drama. Well, it's a comedy drama.
Right.
With way too many explosions sometimes. But
you have a soundboard and things.
Oh
like,
yeah, no. Rex Anderson, he's our sound dude. He produces the whole thing.
Yeah, wow.
He does. I don't know how he does it, but he does very, very cool stuff with it.
Good.
It's all done with smoke and mirrors.
Who was that an insult? That sounded
only to me.
Okay, that sounded like an insult a little bit.
I mean, yeah, he sets the stuff up.
Smoke and mirrors. I'm like, oh my god, don't insult the guys.
No, it's all good.
So who is it? You, Tommy Sambazo, Jim Meyer?
Yeah, Jim Meyer's on that.
Not as much right now.
Well,
he's a very busy guy.
He's a super busy dude. He does the narration.
Okay.
And yeah, it's all like Rex Anderson. A lot of people from Bros are in it. Baltimore Rock Opera Society. They just they bring it.
Any females?
Yeah, a fair number of females. I got Danielle Robinette. She's in the Bros. Sarah Gorman also does that there. And Rex's wife, Lauren Anderson, who also does like they're in bands and shit.
Nice.
And yeah, so they're female
and it's
voices.
Totally scripted. When do you record?
We record, like, we used to all get together and like do it at their house.
Do you do it just separately now and they just piece it together?
Yeah, we just do it separately. Dude's got like a little booth in the basement.
It works? The flow is there?
Yeah, the flow's there. We just, like, I mean, we've been doing this for...
What do you do? Just listen to the other person's line and then you react? Or?
We just read it. I mean, usually Rex reads the lines, and the other person, we just go off that.
That's pretty impressive that none of you are in the same room and it still flows, like an actual conversation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, a lot of the people that are in it, like, have, like, previous acting experience. We just, like, just do it in there, like, how they do the movies, I guess. Like the Shreks.
No, and I get it, but I mean, that's still impressive.
Oh, yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just do that. I mean, we used to all do it in the same room, and it was, like, a lot of fun just because, like, all hang out with each other and stuff.
Was it hard, like, not laughing at one another? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Very SNL, very Jimmy Fallon.
Yep, no, it was very hard not to laugh. I think, like, the second episode, it's all good. I think it was like John Bennett was one of the voices. Does like
John Bennett. I do love that guy. I met him at the Wind Up Space.
Yeah, because I used to do the show there.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He was doing the show, and it was like people like Matt Casella was one of the people. He did some stand up. He was the Pizza Wizard. Won the 30 Comics 1 Cup.
Yeah, he tagged me in all the photos of him taking it to the urinal, putting his socks on it. Yeah, that was a thing.
And so they're there just like biting his tie, trying not to laugh when we were doing the second episode.
Yeah.
And then it was a lot of fun to get everyone together. Oh, Josh Caderna's on it, and
Josh Caderna.
I think that's most of the cast. I would list them all, but then
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's your time on the couch.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we're all there, and like people just kept like biting his tie, trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
Because Tommy just kept the line Tommy kept was like "butts are for pooping," and it was the way it was timed. It was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. I need to... How many episodes are out?
Cripes.
How long you been doing it?
We've been doing this since, like, we've been doing this since, like, October last year, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are on the second season. We just finished the fifth. The first season was, like, 6 episodes, and so there's, like, 12 episodes, and we're up to, like, 20-something right now, as far as, like, the old one, the first season, some got a little long. These days, they're about like half an hour. And we'll be wrapping up season 2 kind of soonish, I think.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, no, it's labor of love.
Real quick, side note, Michael, I don't know what happened to the laptop, but all of my windows they're gone. They went bye-bye.
I'm sorry.
I'm just nervous because I'm signed into like every social media on this computer and it's shutting down.
No one else will touch that laptop.
I just get nervous because you're gonna see all the pictures I send someone via Facebook message.
No one's gonna look.
You are gonna look, aren't you?
Not really.
Okay, great. This is why I love and trust you. Which, by the way, Sandy and I were talking about that when you were making my drink. Okay, so Bryan Preston, love you and love your face. Thank you for joining me.
Of course.
And thank you for being a guest.
Of
Thank you
course.
for saying yes. Thank you for
course.
driving up here.
Hey.
Shows coming up?
That's a good. I'm doing I think I'm doing the second.
Well, you're at Sidebar every Monday.
Sidebar every Monday.
Okay.
I'll be at High Tops on Sunday.
You'll be at High Tops on Sunday because before we open the mics, I asked you to join.
Yeah.
Since I will be headlining there.
Yeah, so I'll be there.
And I just want to see your lovely face, and then we can have $2 drinks together.
Indeed, we can, and like the shitty Patron that tastes like coffee.
Oh yeah, the Patron Cafe.
So
yeah,
gross.
but Sam's a good bartender. She's friendly. She's good to us. The drinks are $2.
They're
It's like
$2.
you know what I mean. Come
It's
on.
a fun time.
Yeah,
It's a fun
I
time.
concur. Plus, we play on Monday, so there's no Ravens hoopla going on that day.
No, that is true.
So it's the perfect day for us to just have shenanigans together.
Pretty much.
Except I have 98 Rock the next morning because Mike Anderson travels with the Ravens.
Oh.
And I have to do his work Monday morning.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to drink early.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
And then as soon as I'm done, maybe a 30-minute hangout, hugs and kisses, lots of touching because I love you too much. And then I have to go.
Hey, it's all good, man.
And your Twitter is at the @signed and the skull base.
Indeed it is.
And your Facebook, Bryan Preston, BRY.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about your filter with Facebook. Do you tend to not accept random friend requests, or they have to be mutual friends, or they have to be somebody you met in person?
If it's mutual friends, because like sometimes I'm like not the best with names all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes I'll see people and I'll be like, I know that person. I have no idea what their name is. And if it's just me, I'm like, hey, how are you? Or I'll do the whole like, oh, this is my friend so-and-so, and then introduce someone else to them so I can learn their name again and then forget it later. So I'm bad with names. If it's a random person and they aren't like any mutual friends, and if the picture is of an attractive woman in a bathing suit, I am like, that's an internet stripper.
Yeah.
Not friend in you. Been down that road before.
Have you been down that road before?
A little thing called MySpace, Wendy.
Oh, you took it back.
Those
You took
were
it
the
back.
days.
Yeah, no, I think I got like
Brian, if this was MySpace, you would definitely be in my top 8.
You too, buddy.
All right, everybody. Bryan Preston, thank you again. Michael, thank you all the time with your American flag t-shirt. USA, play me out.
You've been listening to Wendy and Friends. You can find more information on Wendy and her comedy at wendytownsend.com. Wendy is also on Twitter at Wendy Stars. That's Wendy with an I.